For all y'all in chat, right? Just because you feel differently about synchronization or an approach to the game, it doesn't make you strictly worse. It doesn't necessarily make you better.
Yeah, I mean, synchronization is definitely like per player basis. It's not even per song. It is very per player.
If you do better with early than late, take that to your advantage. But
right. You see if you can use it against other players.
My thoughts on synchronization aside, pink fuzzy bunnies.
Okay, so we did the math on Determinator. So Kibo goes 150. The 24ths, if you multiply the tempo.
Do you like 16ths at 211? All right, Spencer.
Holy crap.
Good Lord.
So 24ths at 150 is equivalent to 16ths at, what, 225, roughly?
It's fast.
It's fast. So that is, I think that's why they chose to
I said before, you know, Spencer knows how to step on that accelerator. He's gone through the floor of the vehicle now.
Ooh, and that slowdown, though. Ooh, DDRChad picking up a miss. I think he's using low energy form at the moment. I think he knows that Spencer is so far ahead. Oh no, he's still ripping it. He just didn't want to exhaust himself on the break, quote unquote. Because
I mean, if there's any part in the song to relax, it's the slowdown. It's the break.
But then you got a bunch of step jumps. It's just so hard.
I definitely agree, though, that this chart is incredibly front-loaded. You can make it through the first half, and you can do step jumps. You're chilling.
A 6-star.
I don't think there's many people on this planet in existence who can 6-star pink fuzzy bunnies in a tournament set.
Yeah, that's just like on command. Like he's been playing
but
all
Spencer's
day.
that guy.
All day. And how many sets has Spencer played? Let's see. He's played at least. Oh, and then he lost to DDRChad.
What's up, chat?
Oh man.
I'm tired.
Hi, tired. Yes, we are going to Sicko's Post.
Sickos.
Round 2. Fight.
That's right. I forgot we'd even started Grand Finals, honestly. The intro on this is some shit. Yeah, this is definitely,
Yeah, it's
definitely a chart. So interesting lore.
Again, I feel like that intro, while it's not really like super synced to the music, it's like a percussion line that really adds to it. So I kind of dig it.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of come out of nowhere. look at Spencer.
Spencer is not happy about them earlies. It's all right. This chart can be so volatile. We're like far from having the game decided.
Yeah, and this is DDRChad's counter pick anyway, so.
What I think is interesting is those like 16 drills typically put your feet on the exact panels that you need to not hit the mines after them, right?
Right.
Like
so like, why are the mines even there?
But I feel like it's just the trap.
But that one didn't. That one didn't.
No, because that's an up jump like after that. It doesn't follow like the drills.
Why would they make you up jump?
But
every other mine.
Okay, but keep in mind, because I think
sometimes it's a gap. It doesn't make any sense.
So you see,
that one was a gap.
So sometimes it's a gap, right? But like specifically in this case, where you're doing this particular set,
yes,
I'm pretty certain one of these has you drill, and then you land exactly where you have to avoid it afterwards. It's so rude.
Right.
I think it's coming up like right now. I might have missed it. Yeah.
I think.
And then of course the other feature in this is those mine holds. You gotta Scooby lateral cross over them.
Those earlies.
DDRChad killed that run.
That was an amazing performance from DDRChad.
7 clean. Spencer's got a similar EX, but
But I think even look at how wide some of those perfects were, right?
Yeah, those.
It's 100% possible that even if he had gotten 0 earlies, he still might have not won the
yeah,
chart.
assuming the same EX score, but like seeing that perfect distribution, yeah.
Yeah, those are some wide perfects.
I had a late one.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think he had 2 or
It was
3
close.
there.
It was gonna be close,
Yeah.
but the earlies.
I was worried. I was getting nervous.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're going to the Temple of Boom.
Ooh. Everybody pray. We're all praying, bowing down to the Temple of Boom.
Why did it have to be the Temple of Boom? Why couldn't it be the Temple of Love?
I played this chart on keyboard all the time when I was a kid.
I think,
Wow, that's crazy. We have 2 temples in this game.
oh,
Temple of Love,
Temple of Boom.
Temple of Boom.
Oh, yeah, there's so much in this chart. You can never be like, oh, I'm done with the chart now. Oh,
No, I mean, it's fairly straightforward, but very
except for all those
syncopated.
16th or the 24th bursts and all the syncopated part and the crossover
I always
gallop
forget
at
about
the
the
end.
24th burst.
And okay, there's a lot of stuff.
In all fairness, I feel like most of that stuff gets crowded out by this chart's defining feature, which is the extended 16th
Yeah, the
run in the middle.
I think it's 16 measures of 16th run.
All right, this is a really strong start. Here comes the fun part. Listen to those pad steps. They're so crispy.
Actually, it's just 8 measures of 16, but it goes for a long time because this is crazy. We're not talking about it though. But there are no center buttons in that whole stream, so nothing that Spencer could get tripped up on.
I mean, we got 2 of the best DDR players just doing some 4-panel.
Yeah.
I think it's no surprise that they get it completely clean.
But here, this last part, the flip switch gallop, they both got, oh my god.
So 1 and
And
2,
it was
1
a
and 3.
late, and it was late. It wasn't even an early.
Yeah.
He just drifted late.
They both y'all drifted late there.
He also gave me a heart attack.
It was so close.
Although I
The
don't
last 24th was where I got my first.
I don't know what Spencer was going there trying to hit that ghost hand.
They were ripping it for like 80, 90% of the chart. What a crazy.
I got one.
Oh,
where it was
boy.
The second note. The
These
first
guys
note
are
after
giving me
the-
a heart attack,
after
dude.
it goes left, right. Oh, and then that was my only one. So just you got it.
So
You fix
remember,
that.
Spencer has to win
Okay.
4 songs. DDRChad only needs to win 3.
If you count it that way. yes.
Because DDRChad is
So,
coming from winners. He gets a bonus point.
They are effectively tied up at this point.
Yeah.
Huh.
But DDRChad has got his ace in the hole. He's got Winter.
He still has his pocket pick, yeah.
And that's the question. Does he want to use it now
We'll
and
play
like
Winter.
get that guaranteed money?
Yeah, we'll play
or does he
Winter.
want to save it because it's
Well,
guaranteed?
it sounds like we're going into it.
We're doing it.
Time to feel miserable.
There's a chill in the air.
There it is. It's Winter, baby.
All right, for those of you watching at home, if you're not familiar, 165 BPM, extended 16th runs, it's some of the nastiest center panel twists you've seen in this game.
If anybody could do this, I thought you would be all for this, Paranoia Boy. Those twists and turns are like your jam.
I think it's best summarized by another excellent player, and I love his opinions, the way he expresses them.
I was like, you're doing a good job. I was like, wait, better at this.
Has been working like crazy on this chart when he goes back and works on Wild.
Right.
And I just remember him like slowly breaking down how aggressively you have to like 180 turn in order to properly nail some of this stuff with the appropriate footwork.
This drum beat at the beginning trips me up. Upbeat. It's
You don't have to listen to the drum beat. You got to go for that orchestral hit and
but
start hitting these runs.
I don't want to listen to a violin for a downbeat. That's terrible.
But what choice do you have in the matter? For the chart is written that way.
Yep. I mean, we're already doing some center panel stuff. Look at this.
That's I
It's
think
a
that's
spin.
supposed to be a spin. All right, Spencer
Nobody's
picks up
gonna
a
do the
miss.
spin. Hopscotch, towers, step jumps, towers, hopscotch, towers.
And here we
Step
go,
jumps.
the runs.
These are so hard. Even DDRChad picking up some earlies.
Spencer is throwing in the towel,
Yeah,
but
he full up.
I think Chad's just going to keep doing it to flex.
I don't know if Spencer even realized that he died.
But wait, if he didn't realize that he died, it's
Because
so funny.
he just, if you stop on this song for any amount of time,
It's over.
It's over.
It's
because
over.
the notes are coming so fast.
All right, just 99 winter in a tournament.
Casual
setting.
99.
You couldn't leave my machine right there alone? No, I was like, you're like, goodbye. And I'm like, I guess.
No. He's been practicing this so much.
What
he's
else
gonna
would
get
you expect from #1 on the Wild leaderboard?
Man, I love that
Two
20,
earnings.
that wild 26.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
It is
I mean,
the hardest 25.
Yeah.
Chad was the next one. That's it.
All right.
yeah.
It's like a milquetoast 26.
I mean, I think I passed this before I passed summer. So in terms of passing, I
When we
don't
get
think it's
down to
honestly
it or
that
whenever,
hard.
Yeah, whenever you.
Because you can
Yeah.
kind of just mishmash your way through the central runs.
you can make your way through it. I don't have a summer clear, but
You don't?
I got winter.
No way. You haven't passed summer?
I haven't passed summer.
That's nuts. That's absolutely
At
nuts.
the time of recording, I have not passed summer. Wild 25.
So, I mean, it's really that's what it is. You know, it's your skill level compared to your.
I mean, just those two.
That's what I'm saying. You have Determinator, but you don't have Summer.
I'm quirky like that.
You have to know, your skill set and your opponent's skill set.
I'm like one
so
of
you can-
5 people in this competitive metagame who can say I'm built different and mean it.
That's real different, let me tell you.
Exactly.
I think we
I didn't
have
say,
like
I didn't
literally
say build
opposite.
better. I didn't say
skill
build
sets.
better. I said build different.
Like you can APC like all kinds of stuff, but you can't pass a 25. I can pass all the way up through all the 26s.
Once I find the spare,
still
once I
can't
find the
find
spare time to
APC.
hit the gym, it's over for the rest of you. But let's move on to our next song. We're seeing Business Wars again.
Alright, Business Wars. Yeah, we saw this just a couple sets ago, right? Was it last set?
Not long ago at all.
Yeah. So we've talked about this.
It was
a
it was in
bit,
one of Hint's matches, and he APC'd it.
Did he?
Yes.
Right.
So let's see if Spencer can follow in his footsteps.
But we've got, up-down brackets. We also have a little bit of like funky crossover stuff, or foot switches, or however you want to do it.
Yeah, it's very varied for 23. It dips its toes into a lot of different tech.
Right. Including halts.
Boing. Boing.
Like it's pretty straightforward.
go.
Like you're usually not gonna mess it up because, it's like, oh, I just lost my timing because it stopped. If you're gonna mess it up, you're gonna do it because you didn't know it was coming, which these players almost certainly do. Ooh, got that yellow.
Wait.
It's
No,
close.
no,
No,
no, no,
my
no,
God,
no,
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 no.
no, 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 no. It's a
Oh
tie!
my
It's a tie!
God. I'm never gonna leave this house.
We're tied, aren't we? I'm not looking. I know.
Heavens above!
What?
The scores are equal! Comparable even.
Literally through my brain, all I said is,
Identical, if you will.
I can't let Spencer win this. Just keep going.
I'm gonna add 3 songs to the draw.
Yours was like
I need to add 4 songs to the draw.
in the last 10%. Mine was like the 4th step. Mine was really early. I was like, oh, at least the pressure's off.
That's why you never give up, never surrender. You always got to keep going, full energy.
Always
whole
keep
time.
going, because maybe Spencer will make a mistake and the match will end in the tie. Like Primo
might
Victoria and
get-
Spencer landed
'cause
the
if you-
Rising Sun at Eclipse.
I mean, imagine if DDRChad got that early,
If you
early
count
yellow
my
perfect,
two
and
as
he
a
had been
three.
like, 80% of the way through, and Spencer still hadn't gotten it perfect. He could have been like,
Yeah.
I give up.
I
I'm
implore-
gonna relax my form.
I
I'm gonna
implore-
might
yeah.
get a few more yellows.
Yeah.
he wouldn't have gotten this tie,
He picked
right?
business.
This threw the whole game out.
Yeah. I think
But that's when
this
we'll
gives
veto
Chad
it.
his effective lead again because he's got that extra point, so it's 3 for him to win. And keeping this up has prevented Spencer from getting into the position where Spencer needs 1 game to win. So
Right.
this is an outcome very favorable in Chad.
This is
But yes,
this is pretty close.
on the subject of ties and Spencer, if all of you in chat have not seen Spencer versus Primo Victorian at Eclipse, it's a very funny game because it's Primo, fighting for his life against Spencer, keeping it totally clean, and then Spencer makes a bunch of execution errors and drops a few notes at the end, and it lands on a perfect tie. And it was so funny. It was so funny. All right, I don't even know what game we're on. Game 6, I think.
Game something.
Game 6.
We just eliminate that one.
Yeah.
So I mean, DDRChad is still 1 away from victory.
Let's see if he can pull it off on My Life is So Crazy. So I think this is new. We haven't seen this yet.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's one
Uncharted-
of the oldest songs in the game, but
In the context of this tournament.
in this tournament, we have not seen this song yet.
All right, Spencer's going to pick up an early.
Already picking up an early. But I think besides that, his timing has been spot on. So DDRChad picking up ooh, this slowdown though. This slowdown will get you.
I don't think either players. Okay, there we go.
They're just thinking.
Finally, both of them get the white perfect judgment.
This is definitely one of the rougher 24s.
That early has put the lead back into Spencer's favor.
Oh my god, oh my god. But he got another early. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos. It's going back and
This is
forth.
going to go back and forth, isn't it?
Because this is match point for DDRChad. If he can hold it, he gets it. But if he makes another execution error and gives it back to Spencer, then we got one more game.
There's another path. We could tie. Imagine.
Don't speak it into existence. I think with that early, it's probably gonna seal it. The lift.
The lift.
And DDRChad takes it home.
He is your Jelly's Fiesta Frenzy Wild Champion.
Oh my god, I'm exhausted.
Look at that. Look at that.
I haven't even been playing.
What-
I didn't play at all for the entirety of the
Look at that perfect count.
Yeah, let's
10 to
pop it
3.
over to one of these. On.
Alright, y'all. Thank you for coming to the first Fiesta Frenzy.
I wonder if it'll be based on another Dr. Bombay song next time, or Carlito.
You got they're standing waiting. They're standing waiting.
Yo.
Bro, I'm pointing.
Jelly's
I'm
Salsa
pointing.
Soiree.
Yeah.
Alright, fourth place.
I'd
we
go
have
to it.
Nglomi.
And Glowman in fourth place. Woo! You gotta step into the camera.
In third place, we have kids coming all the way from Michigan.
And third place.
In second place from New York, Spencer. And our first place finisher, DDRChad. Number 1 ranked on the wild leaderboard. Yeah,
Except for Chris.
except for Chris.
Wait, did he?
Pull up the leaderboard right now. Just kidding.
It's Chris.
It's Chris.
Mr. Chris for life.
It's really Chris.
You have a throne to reclaim.
Photo, and then we can wrap this up.
Alright, getting a couple photos. And I think that's gonna be it for us, right? They don't need to see this.
Yeah, I think
It's about time for us to sign off.
so.
So
From the commentator desk, this is Pilot.
I've been Zom.
It's always a pleasure to talk about the events and guide you guys through the experience at home. So
Every
hope you
time.
had a good time, learned a thing or two. Had a
Love
laugh
talking
with
to
the
y'all.
rest of us.
Love talking about all this stuff. I love going to these events,
All right,
seeing
it's
all
over.
these
Go home,
people,
everybody.
and be sure to check your locals, attend your locals, because you never know when it's going to turn into one of these. And make sure you're up to date on the other various tournaments that are happening later this year. Check your discords and all that stuff.
Got an idea. Do we need
DJ
a
MCAT set?
winner's interview?
All right, yeah.
Winner
Here.
interview? Yeah, here. Let's get our wild mode champion here on the mic, Mr. DDRChad.
Woo!
How you
Hello,
feeling?
everyone. Feeling good. Fun tournament.
Good
Good
stuff.
times.
Is this your first SMX tournament?
Second, I did Bite.
I see.
I barely missed top 8. I ended up going against Fefems, the renowned Pump It Up, also DDR player.
Yes, very, very well known.
He played
dance game player.
his first sets there, and he was just crushing it. It's crazy.
His
how good
only
he is.
sets there.
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware.
But no, the tournament was really good. It was really well ran and a lot of fun. Everything was being handled very well. And then I have to do a photo.
We're gonna get the photo up and then we'll be back on.
Off a group photo. Everyone's not over here.
You saw us too. Let's eat back here. Is that gonna sit? Is that gonna sit? Now you have to touch it and it's gonna fall.
If you have your watch on,
Oh, I have my watch.
go to the camera thing and walk over here.
Guys, we're getting older, if you can tell. We're like, yeah, hey, group photo.
That was a 3-second time. Let's do
Oh my
it again.
god, that was so
Okay,
fast.
yeah, no, that was like late. I'm not getting that much older. That fast.
Why did the timing do that?
Make it pump.
Yeah.
We need a pump window for this
3 seconds.
photo.
Ron, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, go. Yeah, it's been 3 seconds. Yeah.
Set that shit to 10 seconds.
Damn.
No, I'm trying.
What was that? ITIL timer?
Set ass.
Go.
One more.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo!
Alright. Yes. Did you ever get your nap?
Hey, I'm gonna turn this microphone
Okay.
off so y'all can just have the.
They're turning off the main microphone. And I'm going to be pretty brief here. I mean, we're all ready to hang out at this point. We've been doing this all day. It's been fun, though.
The event has had immaculate vibes. It's been really good, especially the hangout, see the other players in the community, and of course,
See everyone ripping scores.
Yeah, people.
No,
I
like,
think even on I always feel like I'm like the lower end of talent here, and I still had some pretty crazy
yeah,
performances.
no, matches in SMX are very volatile in that sense. It's nice to know that, like,
No event I've tuned into for StepManiaX has disappointed me yet.
yeah. And the matches were just back and forth with a lot of players. It was not just like blowouts. There was a lot of good matches, a lot of song knowledge you needed to have. It came down to Spencer and I both needing to use our overrides on 25s. I think we had the same idea, but I wasn't expecting Pink Fuzzy Bunnies and him to get 11. Like, for me to beat that person just means
99.
there's a lot of chart knowledge and variance
Yeah, you're
to get.
99 on Winter. I know you recently hexed that,
Mhm.
becoming the
Second.
person in the world to
Chris,
do it.
Chris has got it done. I remember he did that not at Bite, but like when I was at Bite, when Bite was happening, because it was either the day of the tournament or day 0, like right before, and I was just running around telling people like, guys, Chris APC'd Winter, because it's just that's a crazy
Oh yeah,
score to get.
Such a huge jump in
Yeah.
terms of world record, but it's very impressive to see you killing it basically at this
Thank you.
game. You have gotten so good at it.
What time in if you want to get good at something, don't give up sort of deal, because the first times I was playing level 24s and 25s, I was like struggling. Like how my Pink Fuzzy Bunnies went there was like, definitely not my best. But when I'd first gotten into the game and was getting good, like those sorts of charts would just kill you. You just have to go, okay, I'm working on this today. I am going to work on this. And I was happy with how I kept the first run But then everything else fell apart from there. Then it was like step jumps are just not happening, and I'm like, okay, this is a song and Spencer's ready for it. But
Yeah.
but again, that being said, I wasn't expecting to look and go, oh, he got 11 on it.
No,
That's
it's so cool that like SMX tournaments are this like combination and intersection of ability, skill, and knowledge.
yeah.
So it's very cool to see, you know, even like a player like myself who is not as competitive at the higher level can still eke out wins on particular charts that I'm good at and have practiced quite well. So it's interesting just the diversity in strategy and skill level that you can see in an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need some more 26s, though.
I'm
A
inclined
few
to
more.
agree.
I mean, I'd say Winter's one of them, but then that takes away from the 25s.
That's okay. Go 60 goes to 25.
There we go. Yeah, we could just kind of shift a few things and we're fine. There's a few questionable 24s. Show you, and Go 60 Go.
I feel most strongly about Go 60 Go, but that's personal. The reality is it's a 24 because the game says it's a 24.
Right. You have to go off what the game says.
We work with what we've got.
Which is, I mean, that happened to Spencer in our first set. Is that he protected Determinator and thought it was a 25, and they were like, yeah, you can only overwrite it with the beginning or Blood Rush,
Another
and that's
26.
it. And he was like, oh man, I thought it was a 25. Still killed me on it. I'm not good at Determinator. That is my
Most people
second,
aren't.
my
Most people
second
aren't.
lowest chart. A high 98K, which is a really good score.
Yeah, Determinator might actually be my lowest passing chart.
There's
on
some
Wild.
people out there who have go to the top of it. I want to see who's got like 99s and above. There's several. Yeah, there's 7 people who have 99K or above on Determinator, and I'm just a little bit outside of that. Like there
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, 98775.
Hey, 98 is nothing to sneeze at.
No,
That's
but
good stuff.
that was the good run. Most of the times, a good run is like a 90, like 97 with a little change, and I'm like, that went well. And other times it is 93, and I'm like, I hate this chart.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to comment on now that I've gotten to watch you play,
Mhm.
like, you know, in person and see you in a tournament setting,
Mhm.
you have some, like, very interesting go step patterns and things to get you into the rhythm of the song. And
Yeah.
that's, like, so distinct because I don't see people, like, throwing rhythms in like, the go steps at the beginnings of songs and such. So that was very cool to see.
I specifically try to like add in like some 16th, either like a dun dun da 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 da, just to like keep my body going and not get myself this sort of like, you kind of have like a peak moment in that stepping right there, and you're kind of going in with 8th notes. And if you're going into something with 8th notes, but you're also ready for a little bit more, like you're gonna tend to do better at it. I see some people never adding go steps, and I'm just sitting there going, how do you snipe them? Like, because I kind of have to have the framework around it, you know?
No, I agree. And,
Yeah.
you know, for songs that start out more aggressively, you know, like i.e. Rad or, you know, other charts that lead off with something faster than just 8ths, you know, I'm
Uh-huh.
going to at least go step 8ths at the beginning in
Mhm.
order to be ready to go into that speed. Because,
Mhm.
you know, accelerating from, like, quarters to 16ths is, you know,
Oh, that's too much. Yeah.
that can be very difficult.
But I'll try to even do not too much extra, just enough to keep your legs moving and get you ready for the next. It literally half the time it tends to just be da 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 da, like something like that, just like a single
no,
gallop in there.
I
and
thought it
then-
was, like, you know, in the spirit of the music, if you
Yeah,
will. And
no.
I just thought it was very cool and a very interesting little technique you have
I appreciate you noticing, because I've worked on it a lot. Go stepping is probably one of my like finer strategy
You know,
points.
they put me on the mic at quite a few events now, so might as well start paying attention to players, their play styles, their quirks, their habits, their histories, their storylines. You know, it's one thing to talk about the game itself, but there's so much going on around the game too that you know, no reason not to highlight that stuff when you see it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good tournament.
good stuff.
I think it's burger time.
Ooh, burger time.
I need a burger. I need a burger and a shower.
I need a big burger, dude.
Hopefully we still got several. There's going to be some left. All right. Thanks, chat. Thanks for watching.
So thank you all for tuning in. If I come across any other information about the fabled DJ MCAT set we're playing, I'll let you guys know. But for the time being, I'm going to throw it over to the Be Right Back screen, and I will leave it in Jelly Slosh's capable hands to direct the stream from here. But as always, pleasure commentating with you guys. Thanks for flying.